Hey guys, it's Bro You Whack, and Echo is finally out in Overwatch, a hero that everyone in the Overwatch community was begging Blizzard to put out. And once again, we're going through the exact same hero cycle every single time a new hero releases, where we beg Blizzard for a hero, we get the brand new hero, we hate the new hero because it's actually good, and then we want a brand new hero to counter that new hero, rinse and repeat. So, this is a typical video that I do every single time a new hero releases, talking about the brand new hero and if they are broken. But at least in the case of Echo, some of the accusations of her being broken is somewhat justified, and also not straightforward whenever it comes to her copying certain ultimates, because you're gonna start to see a lot of videos pop up where you're able to stack certain ultimates, like you can copy a Lucio, use your Lucio copied ult on top of your ally Lucio ult, and then the ultimates stack on top of each other, giving you about 1200 HP. Meanwhile, there's something like a Brigida ult where you can copy, which, by the way, in yesterday's video, I stupidly forgot Brigida at the end of the video, but once again, nothing really happens after you copy Brigida because it's not like you can get two Brigida ultimates, but either way, I digress. But what's gonna start to pop up whenever it comes to Echo is her being able to 1v1 any single squishy hero and absolutely demolish him just because of the way that her abilities work. Because basically what you're supposed to do is that you fire sticky bombs at a squishy hero in like a 1v1 situation, you fire your Triforce shots, and then you beam them down because more than likely they're gonna be at 50 HP. Once they're at 50 HP, that beam down ability is just so powerful. And this is the thing that most people are gonna point at, be like, see, she's broken. How are you able to peel? How are you supposed to heal that target that just got sticky bombed and beamed down? If you're able to disintegrate someone in less than 1 second, how is that a balanced hero? How is that fair? And you're kind of right for thinking that, because how is that fair? This is a team-based game, but if you're not able to help your teammates that got absolutely destroyed by the Echo because of the way that Echo is built, then that would be a good case of a broken hero, and an unbalanced hero, not necessarily a broken hero. There are broken aspects about her, like being able to stack ultimates on top of each other, but only with specific ultimates. But in the case of this, being able to just absolutely obliterate someone to the Shadow Realm, this is a case where she's probably unbalanced, not necessarily broken. But y'all haven't even seen her true unbalanced potential, because what if you throw a Mercy in the mix of it? What if this becomes a new pharmacy? Now I'm just making the case that she is an unbalanced and broken hero, and you're probably getting so scared because you never played Echo, you don't know how Echo is, but you're starting to hear everyone complain and say that she's broken, and now you're seeing someone actually make justified claims that she is. But you have to understand Blizzard's mindset when making Echo also. Imagine that you spend a whole entire year making a hero, right? You spend so much time making just one single thing to be added into the game. Don't you think they want to make that hero good? You know, I'm not trying to say that it's okay for them to make an unbalanced and broken hero. I'm not trying to make that claim, but what I am saying is you probably want to make a hero that is actually good and actually has a reason to be in the game, because she can completely disintegrate someone based on a player's skill. Because what you also have to realize is that it's hard to hit those sticky bombs. It's hard to hit your primary forms of fire. The beam, that's pretty easy, I'll admit. You just see someone at 50 HP and you press E, or you press whatever button is bound to that ability, and it's fairly simple to be able to kill them. But you also have to be in that 20-meter radius. You have to be close to the enemy where you can possibly get Roadhog hooked, which is a great counter for Echo. You can possibly get shot by the McCree, which is good for long-range attack. You know, there's stuff that can still kill Echo, a 200 HP hero, where if you have the broken abilities, you have to get kind of close and in the danger zone. But I digress. The point that I was trying to make with that previous statement is that Blizzard is not gonna waste their time with mediocrity. They're not just gonna add a hero just to be able to say they added another hero for the sake of lore. The whole point of Overwatch is the multiplayer. Yeah, it's great that we get lore. Yeah, it's great that we get another hero that we can stand, that we can cosplay, that we can just fall head over heels on, that we can make Rule 34 art with. But the whole point of Echo being in the game is to have another hero to be played. And that's not gonna be possible if they're complete trash tier. On top of that, Blizzard is not gonna be wasting time time making a hero that is so similar to other heroes, which means they have to make unique abilities that we haven't seen before, that we can't necessarily counter to make them a unique hero. In the case of Echo, I keep describing her like a Genji with wings because that's the only way I can really describe her. You know, have an ability where you can finish off the enemy, where Genji's ability is his dash ability, but the fly ability is like Pharah. But other than that, her primary, even her beam, even her ult, especially her ultimate, we haven't seen before. So that means we're not going to really necessarily know how to counter it, which means a lot of people are going to make the accusation, once again, that she's broken because she is this unique new feature that we haven't had to take care of before. So now let me ask you a new question. Why wouldn't we want that? Why wouldn't we want something like Echo, where they have unique ultimate abilities and just has a hero kit that, yeah, admittedly is borderline broken and overpowered? Well, it's because you don't want the meta to be shifted. That's really ultimately why. It's going to shift the meta away from DPS heroes that you commonly play or that you commonly go against, because now there's a new girl in town, Echo. And that is a valid point, that you don't want the meta to be shifted. But newsflash, this is Overwatch. If you want heroes and if you want updates constantly, then the meta is going to be forever changing, because this is a forever evolving game.
Well, Blizzard should be able to make brand new heroes with unique abilities that also doesn't simultaneously shift the meta.
That's such an oxymoron. There is no way you're able to add a new hero in Overwatch without people latching onto that new hero that has new and unique abilities without causing an uproar, without causing people to get upset that that hero is broken because they're dealing with abilities that they haven't seen before. A combo hero that has a great abilities to be able to kill squishy heroes. Which, actually, saying that out loud, we kind of already do see that in the form of Doomfist. But again, this is Echo, not Doomfist. I'm trying to make a point that this is a new hero that people are saying is broken because it's a new hero with new abilities that they haven't had to deal with before. Really, the way that I'm making this video and the way that I'm talking about Echo, it might come off that so many people hate and despise Echo, because no, there's going to be a large majority of the Overwatch player base that's happy that a new hero is in Overwatch, that's happy that a new good DPS hero is actually playable in the game. Really, this video is supposed to answer the question and really relieve the anxiety that she's going to ruin Overwatch. And honestly, I can't predict the future, and when it came to Sigma, I thought that he wasn't going to be meta changing, and he wasn't. Double Shield was meta changing, so by himself he wasn't. When it comes to Echo, she's gonna be good. She's gonna have her spot because she's gonna be able to fly past the shield. She's gonna be able to target the Pharah in the sky. She's gonna be able to target the hit scans in the back. She's gonna be able to 1v1 a squishy hero just as long as she doesn't like get hacked or something. She's gonna be able to hold out on her own, but luckily, another thing that you have to realize is that you have to be good with her to be able to 1v1 against other squishy heroes. You actually have to be able to aim. You know, you can't just beam them down and be like, all right, I win. No, that's not how she works. With all these videos and clips showcasing Echo, including my own, where they're showing her beaming down these squishies or getting massive amount of ultimates in a short period of time or being able to fly around and maneuver in the map, you have to understand that that's either in a controlled environment, like in my own videos, or they're just lucky, not necessarily lucky clips, but they're 1 in a million clips of Echo where they just completely popped off, where that could have easily been done with any other hero. It just so happened to be done with the brand new hero, where people are anxious about her possibly destroying Overwatch, destroying their favorite game because they want to add a new hero into the game where we've been begging for them to do so. It's not like she's invincible. It's not like you can't stop her like any other hero. Blizzard is not dumb. They would not add an invincible hero that you can't stop. They would add a good hero that has a point in the game, but you can still play something like a hit scan to shoot her in the sky. You can still play a tank that could easily destroy her in a 1v1 situation. You can still hook her from far away if she's harassing you with her no fall off damage Triforce shot. Yeah, she's gonna have situations where if you're playing Diva and someone like sticks your soldier, sticks your McCree, that you're not gonna be able to peel to them, but that's just the benefit of playing Echo. And it's not like you can't already do that already with heroes in the game, like I mentioned before with Doomfist or Widowmaker and Hanzo, where I can actually dive those heroes with Diva. Well, you can dive Echo with Diva too, but another good thing that you have to remember is that she's on the PTR, and a lot of the times they always balance out a hero that they push out onto the PTR. Maybe not necessarily right away, but that's what happened with Sigma. That's what happened with Baptiste. They balance them, they nerf them. It's probably what's going to happen with Echo. And the way that I see them kind of balancing out Echo is being able to put time in between the abilities so that you can't just easily 1v1 a squishy unless you're skillful and the other team or the other hero is not that skillful. So maybe after using a sticky bomb, there's half a second from when you can use the Triforce shot. And then after using the Triforce shot, you have to wait maybe another half a second to be able to use the beam. Kind of like with Doomfist, where you're able to use abilities in rapid session, but then they added like kind of like a casting time in between the abilities. I can definitely see that coming into the game because yes, it's frustrating to go against a hero that has a combo ability toolkit that you have no way of protecting yourself. So that's one way that I see them balancing Echo, but as it stands right now, she's here to stay for at least a couple of weeks and she's gonna be good. She has a point to be played, and that was the whole point of them adding Echo or adding any other hero in the game, so that you have fun, that you do good, and that they didn't waste their time. So ultimately, that's my initial thoughts on Echo, is that she's borderline OP, she has broken aspects, but she's also on PTR. We have time, and Blizzard is gonna balance her out. Like, I don't see her staying like this forever because she is really powerful in the right hands, but isn't that something we should always strive for with every single hero that gets added into the game? I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but I want to hear what you guys think. Do you think Echo is OP? Do you think she's underpowered? Do you think she's gonna be meta shifting? Do you like her? Do you hate her? Do you hate the fact that she should not support? Just let me know. I love you guys. Thank you guys for watching. More Overwatch videos to come, and bye.